Okay, morning guys. I'm doing a little video this morning. I wanted to do a little video the end of last week, about a different subject, which I've put on hold. We were really busy, and this weekend involved in junior rugby. Now, female rugby, which is what we're predominantly working on at the moment at our club. What I'm working on at the moment at our club. Is a relatively new thing for a lot of girls, and I should imagine countrywide there's a lot of new girls getting involved. And what I wanted to talk about today was spectators. Now, you might not have been involved in junior rugby or any rugby actually. You may never have played. You may have been involved in a different sport, but let me tell you something about rugby supporters and what we truly believe is the right way to support your children when you're playing rugby and when they're playing rugby. We have 5 values where Rugby Union is concerned, and they are teamwork, they are respect, they are enjoyment, they are discipline, and they are sportsmanship. Now, those 5 values, we as long-term rugby involvement carry as much as we can into our lives, and I think that this weekend really does trigger what some of the people that are not or haven't been involved in rugby should be educated on. Now, let me just be clear, okay? The journey that the girls and other children in rugby are on is their journey. It's not your journey. It's not what you did or didn't do in your sporting life. It's not turning up at a game and shouting at children on a pitch thinking that's helping them. I like shouting in as much as, if it involves encouragement and positivity, and not only for your team but for the opposite team. It is an appreciation of what rugby is about, because it's physical and because it's hard, and it is not about shouting instruction from the sidelines because you think it's helping. It doesn't help. It doesn't. I'll tell you that quite clear. It does not help your children. And with the years and years of involvement in junior rugby that I have had, and the others that are around me have had, I can guarantee you that if you want your children to do well in sport, whether they become elite sportsmen or not, and there's a massive percentage that won't be, but if you want it to be part of their lives, if you want to be able to go and watch your children play on a weekend and enjoy and revel in their successes, do not shout at them from the side of the pitch. Do not shout at their teammates from the side of the pitch. Take the age grade rugby rules and look them up, and then make decisions on what you say on the side of the pitch based on your knowledge of what the rules should be for that particular age group. I have never seen a child look so hurt as I did on Sunday morning, and it's deeply upsetting for a lot of these girls who, the age of 11, it's their first entry into rugby, and you will put them off. They won't play, and it's not because they won't want to. It's because they're embarrassed on the pitch by a parent or a do-gooder or somebody who thinks they're doing well or helping them by shouting what they should be doing. The beauty of sport in schools is that, and I say this with the utmost respect to parents because I'm a parent too, is that you're not there, and that I suspect that they can flourish quite easily in a school environment under certain sports, and actually then perhaps go on to cope with criticisms or instruction from the side of the pitch, because their development and their confidence have grown in a way that they're away from parents on the sideline shouting instruction. Now, let me also make something clear. 98% of the parents that I witnessed this weekend behaved impeccably. They encouraged the other team. They applauded when things went well. They applauded when things didn't go so well, because they appreciated and can see the effort involved. It is not your job to shout at the officials. It is not your job to tell the volunteers who turn up every Sunday, that give up their time on a sofa to watch Christmas movies and have a roast dinner, that give up that time to take your children onto the pitch and show them what an amazing, confidence building, self-esteem increaser that rugby is. It's probably not the right English, but it is, and it truly is, and it will do your daughters the power of good in their life going forward if they're allowed to explore their journey. Not your journey, their journey. There will be ups and downs to that journey. There will be journeys that don't turn out the way they want them to. There will be journeys that will be extraordinarily hard and some that will be very, very easy. But I can assure you 100% it will not be helped by you shouting on the side of the pitch, smash her, take her legs, push her out. Things that adults might be able to handle, and even then it's tough going. But this is not elite rugby. This is participation rugby in order to help the mental health of your children. So I'm begging you, pleading with you not to do it. We won't say anything while we're there, because we will take the upper hand on it every single time and show your children more respect than you will as a parent on the sideline. Now, this is probably an extraordinarily harsh way of putting it, and there'll be people that may even comment on this video and go, who's she to tell me that? Well, I am somebody that's been involved in junior rugby for a long time. Have respect for your coaches that give up their time during the week. Have respect for the people that volunteer to do these things on the sidelines, to put a kit on your kids, to tell your kids how amazing they are. Don't destroy it for them on a Sunday morning.